Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? We greatly appreciate it. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. This week takes me out to a Goodwill out in Ruskin. Found some Blu-rays, nice pickup. Found some upgrades I was looking for. Went to Cash America, found an out of print Blu-ray complete set. Goes for like 60 bucks online. I think I paid less than $1 for it. Have my Kino Lober for the pick. Have a 3D Japanese import Marvel movie that I've been waiting for to go out in price. I'm watching everyone else get their copies in. I'm just waiting for the price to go down. Finally got down to a reasonable price. You know, the highest draft booty, but finally got in my collection. So stick around, have some bangers this week. But before I get into what I picked up, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either physical media, streaming on the Fire Stick, or actually live in the theater with my family. And I'm going to kick it off with a 2018 comedy drama romance, Nobody's Fool. This is directed and written by Tyler Perry. This stars Tiffany Haddish, Tika Sumpter, Omari Hardwick, Chad Brooks, Amber Riley. The plot behind this: after serving 5 years in prison, wild child Tanya looks to her buttoned up, by the book sister Danica to help her get back on her feet. The feisty ex-con becomes suspicious and concerned when Danica tells her that she's in a long-distance online relationship with a mysterious man she's never seen. As the polar opposite starts to collide, Tanya soon discovers that her sibling's picture-perfect life may not be what it seems. And this is a funny movie. Tiffany Haddish had me laughing out loud. I forgot to mention Whoopi Goldberg is also in this movie. Whoopi Goldberg was funny also. Again, Tiffany walks that fine line between raunchy and ratchet, but it kind of worked in this one. Again, a lot of laugh out moments. Comedy romance with Tyler Perry is always some kind of underlying lesson about classism, trust, and love, whether it be sibling love or loving others. So great movie. Had a great time watching it. Laugh out loud moments. Love the seatbelt moment with Tiffany Haddish. If you've seen it, you know. So if you like that kind of comedy, Tyler Perry specifically, definitely check out Nobody's Fool. Next picture, physical media, is a 2007 drama fantasy mystery thriller, Premonition. This is directed by Manan Yapo, produced by Ashok Amitraj, written by Bill Kelly. This stars Sandra Bullock, Julian McMahon, you might know Julian if you watch Nip Tuck, Cheyenne McClure, Courtney Taylor Burns, and Nia Long. The plot behind this: depressed housewife who learns her husband was, I'll skip that part. Something happens to her husband, and she wakes up the next day to find out everything is like nothing had happened. I'm being specifically vague. I don't want to give any spoilers, but great. It's almost like a psychological thriller. Sandra Bullock does a great job. Great actress, great emotion. In the first 30 minutes, it gets really kind of down, but it picks up. It's an up and down type of movie, though, but great thriller, great mystery, great fantasy, and great acting from Sandra Bullock. So if you like Sandra Bullock, definitely check out Premonition. My next movie is a 1988 action comedy romance, Dragons Forever. This was directed by Sammo Hung Cambo, produced by Poo Wah Chan, written by Gordon Chan. This stars Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung Cambo, better known as Sammo Hung, Yao Yun, Bao Lin Yang, Yan Ip. The plot behind this: the hotshot lawyer is hired by a Hong Kong chemical plant to dispose of opposition to their polluting ways. But when he falls for a beautiful woman out to stop the plant, he is torn in a conflict of interest and asks his trusty friend Samo and Biao to help out, at least until they discover the true purpose of the plant. Um, layered movie. Great fun, comedy, romance, outstanding martial arts. Sammo Hung is fantastic in this. I say he's fantastic because he's not your typical martial artist person just with his build. He's a little portly, but he moves so fluidly. He's so light on his feet. Jackie Chan is his normal great self. Bio Yin, uh, he must be in a lot more martial arts movies that I'm not familiar with, though, but he is also an outstanding martial artist. Great choreography. There's a finale fight between Jackie Chan and this guy named Benny the Jet. Strange looking guy. His face looks pasty though, but outstanding fight scene. So if you like comedy romances with some action to it, definitely check out Dragons Forever. My last film, this is a 2025 French action film, Carjackers. And I'm going to apologize in advance. These are French names, so I'm going to murder these names. So, but this is directed by Kamel Gourmand. Screenplay or written by Murad Ashier. Produced by Tristan Berger. This stars Zoe Marchal, Frank Gastabied, Bosch, Moreva Ranivolo, Alassane Dion, and I'm sure I murdered those names. So, but the plot behind this: Nora, Zoe, Steve, and Prasant are 20-year-olds who work as waiters and hostesses and baggage handlers and bartenders in a luxury hotel. In the meantime, they try to know and study their customers in order to rob them. And I watched the trailer. The trailer looked kind of corny though, but I think because it's in French and it's dubbed in English. And by the way, I watched this on Amazon Prime. Very cool action film. A lot of action, a little bit of gratuitous violence, but nothing overboard. Great plot line. Didn't see the twist at the end. Overall, pretty decent action film. That's why I love streaming stuff. And again, blind buys, so you never know what you're going to find out. Great action movie. The dubbing throws it off a little bit, but after a while you get used to it. They do a good job matching the vocals with the mouth, so there's not a lot of off vocals, if you know what I mean though. But overall, great action film. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. Back to the Black Cave. Back to the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my Goodwill pickups here. Have some pickups here from Cash America. Have my Kino Lorber classic pick for the week, as well as my 3D pick for the week. Have some bangers in here. 3D is the Japanese import that I've been waiting on for a while for it to go down in price. So let me get these scanned in and we'll jump right into it. Hold on. I'm going to kick it off with what I picked up at Goodwill of Ruskin. I was on the fence of getting this Johnny English Reborn. I know there's 2 other movies. It's silly humor. Maybe if I'm in the mood for it, you know, at the price, I really couldn't turn it down. I was on the fence of it though, but I went ahead and picked it up. It's Universal release, Johnny English Reborn. Next, we have The Double with Richard Gere and Topher Grace. It's an Image release with the slipcover. See if I can get this sticker off. I'll probably be able to get that off. We just have the Blu-ray. I guess BG, was his movie, whoever BG is. The Double. I haven't seen this one either. Next we have World Trade Center, an Oliver Stone movie. I haven't seen this one either, but this does have Nicolas Cage. God, what is his name? Can't think of his name right now though, but he does a lot of comedy stuff as well as serious stuff. And you have the feature film and the special features. Paramount release, World Trade Center. Next, this one's still sealed. I believe this is on Hamilton Book for like $5. Embattled, Stephen Dorff. Someone I never really recognized, from the writer of American History X, which is a bomb movie. That's a very intense movie. This looks like a boxing movie or MMA movie. It's a Shout Factory release. Take a look at the back art. Very nice back art there. That's pretty decent getting a Shout Factory for like under $5. Embattled. And of course I have my Wesley Snipes, aka the Real Blade, my Billy Bob Thornton Sling Blade. Next we have A Dark Place, another blind buy. from the Academy Award winning producer of The King's Speech, which I don't believe I've seen. Another Shout Factory release. He looks familiar though, Andrew Scott. I'm sure I've seen him in something else. Shout Factory. A Dark Place. The back art. Next, Calvary, from the director of The Guard, which I've seen, with I believe that's Brendan Gleeson, and Don Cheadle is in The Guard. It's kind of a dark comedy. I believe this is a 20th Century Fox release. Fox Searchlight Pictures. Searchlight Pictures. Another Blind Buy. Get him, Wesley. Get him. Cut him. There you go. And we'll see if the code still works here. Calvary. Nice artwork on the Blu-ray. And the last one I picked up from Goodwill. Sandra Bullock, Premonition. Just watched this. I had the DVD, but very glad to upgrade to the Blu-ray. Really good, underrated movie. Very good, underrated movie. I've forgotten the plot. And even the ending still surprised me, even though I've seen this years ago. I forgot the ending, though. So, excellent movie. This is a Sony release. Premonition. And this is what I picked up at Goodwill. And this is what I paid. Basically $20. Well, they gave me a discount. So $20.61. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies for $20. So can't beat that. Blu-rays on top of that. Next, what I picked up at Cash America. Now, this is what I picked up at Cash America. Now, these next three I'd actually seen the week before. Matter of fact, check out next week's pickup video. Possibly my biggest Blu-ray pickup ever. Definitely my biggest Blu-ray pickup for 2025. 55 Blu-rays. These three were actually in the store, but because I already had them, I said I'll let somebody else get them. The other one I looked up online, and it's out of print, so tomorrow I'm going into town deep into North Tampa, and I'm going to Sonic Exchange. So I'm like, I give anybody a chance to pick them up. So I went back, picked these three up, and I'm going to end up trading these in for store credit. And I haven't seen these yet, though, but I already have this copy. The complete second season of Eastbound and Down. So HBO comedy special. I've heard positive things about it. You got the slip cover. It's for season 2. Season 3, I don't know if it comes with a slipcover or not, but I couldn't find one in my copy. It doesn't have a slipcover to it also. But this is season 2, Eastbound and Down. And this is the one that's out of print. I think this goes for at least $50 online. So I went back, I gave other hunters a chance to pick it up. No one picked it up, so I went back and picked it up. And I'm going to be trading this in and seeing how much I can get for this. Hopefully they'll give me a decent price or a decent store credit. Okay, these are just 3. Now the other ones, Rumble, animated movie from Paramount, never heard of, but it looks interesting. Very nice, crisp slipcover. You just have the Blu-ray, Paramount, Rumble. Get in there. There you go. Next, my son says this is based on a video game, Mass Effect, Paragon Lost. And this is a Funimation release. And this is the Blu-ray and the DVD. Nice artwork on the back there. Next, I have a DC animation full-length movie, Green Lantern, Beware My Power. And I've heard rumors that they're coming out with another live version of Green Lantern, so that could be very interesting. It has the Dolby Atmos, not just Dolby, sorry, Master Audio Dolby, not Dolby Atmos. DC, nice crispy slip. No raised printing, but nice little shine to it. We just have the Blu-ray. Green Lantern. And lastly, I know this movie gets a lot of flack, Morbius. I saw this. I was not offended. It wasn't that bad, but I'm not a comic book head or a fanboy. So, and I know a lot of comic book people is like, it wasn't like the comic or this and that, or fanboys seem like they just are waiting to destroy a movie and just pick out every little thing that they hate about it. I found it entertaining. Was it a great movie? No, but it was a good movie. It was entertaining. And I often wonder if this had not been a Marvel movie, maybe just a movie on a graphic novel where people have been as hard on it. It's a Sony release, which is odd because it's Marvel. Morbius. And this is what I picked up at Cash America this week. Again, come in next week, tune in next week, 55 movies. So that's going to be a little bit longer video. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Blu-rays, 3 of them being seasons, 1 being out of print. $10.65. You can't beat that with a stick. My classic pick for the week happens to be a Kino Lorber pick. I haven't watched this in a minute. You have Ashley Judd, Andy Garcia, and say it with me now, my man, Samuel motherfucking Jackson. It's a Kino Lorber by way of Paramount. Nice slipcover. I actually purchased this at the last Kino sale for $9.99. They might have had a 4K for that though, but I'm happy with the Blu-ray. I'm not completely sold on all 4Ks unless it's just something I'm in love with, or it's just something that is over and above the Blu-ray. Twisted, standard Kino Lorber disc cover. I might actually switch this out and put the actual DVD in there also. Switch this out with another one. Twisted. And my 3D pick for the week, I've been waiting for this for a minute, Deadpool and Wolverine. This is a Japanese import. These are rather pricey. If I jumped in when it first came out, I would have paid about $30 more. So I paid, I think, just around $70 for the 3D, 4K, and Blu-ray. 3D, I just watched the first maybe 5 minutes. Blu-ray, the 3D looks off the hook, so I'm very happy to have this to add it to my Japanese import collection. And this, folks, is my Goodwill Cash America pickup. If you made this far in the video, Oh, hold up. If you're familiar with the channel, this is where I separate the disc from the artwork and the plastic. Some of these might actually make the shelf. So let me get these situated and I'll get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in Calvary, L is in Leviathan, Z is in Z for Zechariah. Let's knock this out. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made it this far in the video, smash a like, give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.